Welcome to the channel, Big Wave Guy made it. This your boy Ted. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, and follow me on IG at Big Wave Guy so y'all can see me any videos y'all want me to react to. All right, we got Charleston White back on Akademiks. You know what I'm saying? Akademiks then released another clip of Charleston White speaking on King Von and how he feel and why he says the things that he says. And we know Charleston White dropped that crazy video when he was, you know what I'm saying basically certain groups of people deserve to die and all that. And I just want to start by saying, like, I don't agree that nobody deserved to die, you know what I'm saying? Even if they did certain things, you feel me? I just can't bring myself to say that's the way to eliminate a whole like problem, you know what I'm saying? The way to eliminate problems is education and raising your kids the right way and showing them the right things, you know what I'm saying? The kids that's looking up to you, you got to be positive role models in their life. You got to show them that sports is cool and going to school is cool instead of, you know what I'm saying, trying to be in the streets and all that. So I don't think death is ever the way to change like what's going on in the world, you feel me? Now, sometimes people die and things happen, but that is what it is. But that don't mean that that was a good thing that certain stuff happened, you feel me? That's all I'm saying. But I want to react to the second part, the second half of this video on Act Channel, because even though Charleston White, he be saying some things, he be saying some true stuff, you feel me? And I feel like this part really kind of hit hard, and he was speaking some trill spills. So I just want to react and get y'all reaction in the comments. Y'all hit that like button, hit that sub button. Let's get into the video.
And his mother is over in the corner pleading. She's pleading. So you mean to tell me it's okay for them to do that, but because our favorite rapper is now being mocked as he mocked a kid. Tuka was a kid, a 15-year-old kid who was killed, and no one ever came out and defended Tuka's mother.
Now that's true. Like, since that name first got mentioned over 10 years ago, you feel me, it wasn't even found out that he was a kid. Like, to the world, now the people in the city might knew. The world ain't even know that this was a 15-year-old kid that people was talking about they was smoking on, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever people think he was involved in, you know what I'm saying? A 15-year-old just getting murdered and gunned down, that's crazy, you feel me? And that's something that we got to stop normalizing.
No one defended Tuka like they defended King Von. King Von was known to be a killer, a man who killed black people, a man who was accused of killing a black girl. So you mean to tell me he's celebrated, right? You got celebrities who take pictures in front of his mural. What about his victims' family? What about the people he's been accused of? Why don't y'all ever speak for them?
Don't you see why don't you see the other?
And also, just to touch on that, when he said he killed the girl, you know what I'm saying, that is true. Well, I don't know if that's true, allegedly, but that's what everybody be saying. But to his credit, not to his credit, but to his defense, like, she created a whole lot of victims, you know what I'm saying, walking her path too, allegedly, you know what I'm saying.
The way though,
I can't though, because I'm on the victim side.
Wait, well, I'm not saying you should. I'm saying why don't you look at his death as it's unfortunate that he didn't come to realize maybe some of his mistakes.
It wasn't unfortunate. Let's look at his death. He had finally made it out of the ghetto. He had finally made it. He had just come home from beating murder cases, brother. Let's look at how serious this is. There are murder cases on his file that he beat. He gets released because the witnesses come up dead. Let's be real with this shit, homie. The witnesses came up dead.
And another thing I want to say, when Act just asked him, like, why can't you see it from the other side? It's because, bro, he's an activist. He speaks out against these things. He's never going to agree with the way that the streets choose to handle their business, especially if it includes murder and having bodies and all that. He's an activist. He's against gangs. He's against black on black violence and these things. Even though he said they should all die, you feel me? At the end of the day, he's against what they doing. So he's not going to see it from the other side. He's going to see it as somebody who doesn't want that happening at all.
Black people, nobody ever spoke about that. So here it is. He gets released and become this mega star rapping about his murders. What about those victims? What about their family? Watching this man who they think is a demon, the most horrible person in the world, reap the rewards for being a killer. What about those people? I'm thinking about those people. Fuck that idol. That idol is a demon, a self-proclaimed demon. Nigga, I don't ride with demons. When did black people start riding with demons? Homie, we got grandmothers who pray, mothers who say, son, bless your food before you eat it.
That's true right there, man. Like, we never been known to be somebody who be embracing all this demon culture. And you know what I'm saying? When the demon time stuff started, now everybody a demon and got demon emojis when they talking to people, threatening people, got demon emojis in their bio. You feel me? That used to be like more of a rock star white type of thing. But now, like, dudes that's blowing up in the rap game are trying to be rappers who also involved in the streets. They self-proclaimed demons, you know what I'm saying? And Charleston right about that. Like, when was it ever cool to label yourself a demon or be rocking with the demons? Like, nobody want to be known to be having a demon inside of you. Like, you need church. And that's another thing I said, like, when your favorite rapper is a demon and you got kids or you got little brothers and stuff, you gotta be letting them know, like, that's entertainment, that's music, you feel me? That's not something to be, especially if that's not you, because you ain't gonna guide no kid to get into the streets. Like me, I want my younger nephews and stuff to see me as a strong stand-up man, you feel me, who in shape, fit, smart, intelligent, and know how to use words other than violence and all that, but can't get violent if it comes to that, you feel me? But just like, we gotta start teaching, being better role models to our own youth, you feel me, period. That's where it starts.
When do we, so hear me out. So I'm looking at this and everybody is siding with King Von now. What about these victims over here who nobody's shining the light on? So these people are hurting. They don't have a voice. They don't have nobody can say, man, fuck them. But they saying fuck King Von because he been accused of killing their people. So when I get the knowledge and the information that this is a killer and these are victims, nigga, I don't give a damn about no killer who bragging about killing people, proud of killing. So let me finish. So when I look at King Von's circumstance, I don't say it's unfortunate. I say that was a man that worked hard to die because he was woken up out of his sleep, wasn't he? He was somewhere chilling, minding his business. Somebody said, hey, there go the Quando kid. He wake up out of his sleep to go bring hurt and harm to somebody and die. You want me to feel sorry for a man who was looking to intentionally go hurt another brother and his brother killed the killer? Nah, I don't find that unfortunate.
Yeah, and man, I just feel like once you make it out and get into a certain level, like, you got to be careful what you do and how you moving, man. Like, to have so many people depending on you and like, you done been through a lot already and you made it up out of that, you feel me, to change your whole life. And it just don't make no sense to keep finding trouble or keep getting into situations. All that should be past somebody at that point. And that's what the younger generation of rappers got to understand. Yeah, you might be living that life in the streets and all that on your way up, but once you get into that game, man, you got to separate that. Like, I ain't saying not have the homies in, but all the wild, crazy stuff, it just got to end, because y'all see what's going down with these Ricos and everything. Because let's just be real, when people come in the game, especially a young street dude, he gonna bring everybody that he was hanging with that's in his circle. And if this might be a gang, this might be just a large group of friends, they might all hustle together, it's gonna be automatically labeled as a gang, first of all, because you're black, second of all, because you're in rap, and third of all, because you're already coming from the streets portraying that image. So I just feel like it's time for people to smarten up and move the right way and stop doing things that's gonna either get you dead or get you in jail, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy the fruits of your labor, enjoy everything that you getting now, the millions and all that, opposed to whenever you was on the come up and you had to do what you had to do to get to where you at. But now that where you at, you don't need to go back to doing all the old stuff, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments about what Charleston had to say about this. I actually feel like he was spitting, man. So, Big Wave God made it. This your boy Ted. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. Follow me on IG at Big Wave God. Till next time, we out of here.
I got new problems, so much clothes I need 2 closets. This weed I got is too exotic. I turned a dime into a dime. They like, goddamn, you done blew it without me. They like, how the fuck did you do it without me? I'm the real deal, you a carbon copy. I just switched styles and I don't know a stylist. I'm a fucking god, big wave guy, and I got a goddess. We gon'